Welcome back to my channel, good people. My name is N.HARV, aka N.HARV, which is the name of my business and channel. It comes from my name. If you can't notice, or if you haven't noticed, I'm on campus. I'm a book editor, book coach, and I'm also a doctoral student at Howard University. I am currently parked in front of the school. It's after chapel. We have chapel on Sundays, and I was pressed to share this video, and I'm finally uploading it because I feel like uploading it on Wednesdays is going to be like, book writing hacks and book writing tips will be uploaded on Wednesday. So this is why you're seeing it today, even though I'm filming it on a Sunday. But the theme of my channel is building better writers, hence the topic of book writing tips, as well as day-to-day doctoral living. And a little bit more of my history, which makes today's topic relevant. I am a former English teacher. I've taught English not only in America, but also overseas in South Korea. English is my subject matter expertise, if you will, which is great because I want to talk to educators and teachers today about their subject matter, about your subject matter expertise and knowledge. Today's topic, let's talk about a book writing hack for educators, specifically teachers. And it's back to school season for teachers and for educators. So happy back to school season, first of all. But it's also a time where, the motivation is high. It's like you feel like you can do anything, which you can. And a lot of educators are starting to get into the mindset of, man, I can write my own book. And that is what I want to talk to you about today. I want to encourage you to write your own book, but also give you a little bit of advice on how to do it. Book writing advice is to start from experience. Do not start from scratch. Your book, especially for educators, well, for lots of authors, is a compilation of your expertise. So that being said, if you're an experienced teacher, you've been teaching for at least 5 years, you're pretty well versed in your subject matter, right? You have great subject matter knowledge. You can teach your subject like the back of your hand, especially if you've been teaching the same grade level for years. That being said, I imagine you want to take your impact outside of the classroom. Like, it's great that you impact your students, but imagine how many more students you can reach outside of your classroom, and a book can help you do that. So think of writing a book as packaging up all of your expertise, right? You're not going to focus on the subject itself. Like, for example, if you're an English teacher, like writing a book simply about English is overwhelming, and it doesn't really give people anything to focus on. I want you to pick a topic within your subject matter or within your subject, just one topic, right? And then I want you to create a framework. For example, my subject is English. I was an English teacher, but I wanted to start with the foundation of the English language, the foundation of grammar, which is, in my opinion, punctuation. So my book, one of my books, Look Better in Writing, A Quick and Easy Guide to Punctuation, was my way to take this broad subject. I broke it down into digestible bites by way of my framework. Now, it looked a little bit different for me because I focused on all 14 punctuation marks. So my framework was taking each punctuation mark and building it out, right? But that can be different for you because a typical framework is only 3 to 5 steps. And let me back up by saying framework in its simplest form, or simply put, is a list of steps to achieve a solution. So when you're writing your book, start with a framework. That's going to give you an outline. Like, what is one topic within your subject that you can allow students to achieve a solution? Like, you can teach students and teach readers how to achieve said solution. Okay, I am back. Forgive me if it looks a little bit different. It's brighter outside, but some time has passed because I had to take care of something that happened. It's a positive thing, so don't worry. I had to take care of something that happened, but I am getting back into the swing of things. Let's talk about the framework and why this is a hack. The framework is a hack because it breaks down your expertise in a digestible way. Let's see, my example before the video paused, I think, was my personal experience. I talked about writing an English book, basically. I didn't focus on English as a whole. However, I focused on one topic within the subject, and that was punctuation, because my goal was to build writer confidence as well as writer competence in grammar. if you start with the foundation of English, which is grammar, the rules, then eventually you will master it. At least that's, my opinion. So that was my framework. The punctuations became my framework, the punctuation marks. That was every chapter. I introduced a new punctuation mark, and then I talked about the benefit of that punctuation mark. I gave examples of how to use it and why we should use it. So those are my steps, right? That doesn't have to be the way that you do it. If you're a math teacher, you can simply talk about the steps of writing, an algebraic expression. Break down something, like one particular topic, and help readers easily, that's the goal here, easily find a solution to that topic or reach a solution to or for said topic. That helps to build your expertise in your industry. Why? Because right now you may be a leader at your school, and I think that's great. And as a teacher, let me encourage you by saying and confirming what I'm talking about by saying, as a teacher, you are a leader. You speak in front of students every single day, Monday through Friday, that is, in your classroom, to give them knowledge as well as build them up, build their self-esteem. There's so many roles that we have as teachers and as educators. That is leadership. You are building future leaders by educating them on what they need to be successful, whether that's in college or beyond, right? So as a leader, educators out there, as a leader, I imagine you want to not only be a leader in your school or in your classroom, but you want to be a leader in your industry. School leadership is great, but imagine being a leader in your industry, being an authority in your field. And guess what? My coach told me, you can't spell authority without the word author. So writing a book about your expertise is a way to solidify your authority as well as build your leadership, right? It's taking you from school leader to thought leader. Writing a thought leadership book is going to be that thing that's going to take you to the next level in your field. So I'm encouraging you, teachers, to not think so hard about writing a book and not think so hard about the process by introducing you to this hack. Focus on a topic within your subject matter, and build out a framework, 5 to 7 steps. And it doesn't have to be 14 like mine was. Mine was very different because I dealt with the punctuation marks, and there are 14 main punctuation marks in the standard American English language, but yours can simply be 5 to 7 steps to help your reader, which is probably your student, like that's your ideal reader, is more than likely your current student, someone who identifies, and then simply break down the steps to achieve said goal. It doesn't have to be deep, guys. And your book, your thought leadership book, does not have to be 1,000,000 pages. It can be concise. It can be short and sweet. The goal is simply to create something that's going to help your ideal reader achieve and reach their goal. That's how you can give back, educators. That's how you can give back, teachers, by building your impact and your influence outside of the classroom. Take your leadership to the next level by way of thought leadership. Okay, you spent the money. You got the student loans. Okay, you've invested in different certificate programs. You've gone to these teacher education programs. You've graduated from master's programs. Some of you have even gone on to doctoral programs like myself. Like, you have spent time to really, really build out mastery and to master your subject matter. So let's give back. Let's shorten the learning curve for someone else. That's how we can give back as teachers and as educators. Shorten the learning curve for someone else, for your ideal reader, your target audience. I get it. As teachers and educators, we like tangible resources. We like curriculum. We like aids to help us really understand something and sort of guide us along the process. I understand because I am you. Therefore, I created a workbook to help guide you as you create your own framework. The workbook is really special because it helps you create a framework, which is the tool that is going to take you really outside of the classroom, because not only will the framework be significant in your book, but also when you start to speak at conferences, that's what you would use in order to speak. And we'll talk about that in another video. But the framework is the key that really positions you as a thought leader in your industry, because that's something that's customizable. That's something that's very unique to you and you alone. If you would like access to my workbook and you're like, girl, I'm ready to get started right now, I want to have this book written by the holiday season, then go ahead to my website, N.HARV.com. That's N as in Naila, HARV as in Victor.com/bookfluence. That's N.HARV.com/bookfluence, BOOKFLUENCE, bookfluence. And once you download it, you can have access immediately. Like immediately, you can download the PDF and start to write in your answers and start to outline your very own book. Educators, it is time to take your leadership to the next level by becoming a thought leader. Okay, that's it. I'm done. It's hot outside, and I have to go. But if this video was helpful for you or to you, then do me a favor by giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this. Like, I love sharing book writing tips and also giving like day-to-day behind the scenes footage of my life as a doctoral student. So go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subbies, so your subscription would actually be very, very helpful. It's free to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button and I will catch you in the next video. Oh, also, I'll make sure that I drop the link to my workbook in the description. That way you don't have to like type in, it's easy for you. I want to make life easy for you. Again, nharv.com/bookfluence. Okay guys, catch you in the next video. Bye.